Hey friends, today we're going on a tasty trip to make real Italian pizza at home. The secret to amazing pizza is fresh ingredients. We want those Italian flavors to pop. Fresh, good quality ingredients change everything. Think of ripe, juicy tomatoes, fresh basil, and creamy mozzarella. These simple things, when they're fresh, make a super yummy pizza that'll make you feel like you're in Italy. So, put on your aprons and let's start our pizza adventure. Ready to be a pizza chef for the day? Let's go! Before we start making pizza, let's get our yummy ingredients. The foundation of any great pizza is its dough, and the secret to a delicious pizza lies in the quality of the ingredients we use. So let's gather everything we need to create a mouth-watering pizza from scratch. For the dough, you'll need strong bread flour, a pinch of salt, some sugar, active dry yeast, warm water, and a little olive oil. Bread flour is essential because it has a higher protein content, which gives the dough its chewy texture. The salt enhances the flavor, while the sugar helps to feed the yeast, making the dough rise beautifully. Active dry yeast is the magic ingredient that makes the dough light and airy. Warm water helps to activate the yeast, and olive oil adds a touch of richness and helps to keep the dough moist. Olive oil is not just for the dough, it also adds a wonderful flavor and helps to create a crispy crust. Make sure to use good quality extra virgin olive oil for the best results. These simple things will become the perfect pizza crust. Kneading the dough is an important step as it develops the gluten, giving the dough its structure. After kneading, let the dough rise in a warm place until it doubles in size. This process can take about an hour, but it's worth the wait. Now for the toppings. We'll start with tomato sauce. A good tomato sauce is the heart of a pizza. It provides a tangy, savory base that complements the other toppings. You'll need canned crushed tomatoes, a clove of garlic, some dried oregano, salt, and pepper. Crushed tomatoes give the sauce its body, while garlic adds a pungent, aromatic flavor. Oregano is a classic herb that brings a touch of earthiness to the sauce. Season with salt and pepper to taste. Some dried oregano, salt, and pepper. Remember, simple is best for real Italian flavors. The key to a great pizza sauce is to keep it simple and let the quality of the ingredients shine through. Remember, simple is best for real Italian flavors. Authentic Italian pizza is all about using a few high-quality ingredients to create a delicious and satisfying meal. And the star ingredient, mozzarella cheese. Use fresh mozzarella, maybe even buffalo mozzarella if you can. Fresh mozzarella melts beautifully and has a creamy texture that is perfect for pizza. Buffalo mozzarella, made from the milk of water buffalo, has a richer flavor and is a real treat if you can find it. Maybe even buffalo mozzarella if you can. Its unique flavor and texture will elevate your pizza to the next level. Some fresh basil leaves will add a nice touch. Basil adds a fresh aromatic flavor that pairs perfectly with the tomato sauce and mozzarella. Tear the leaves by hand to release their natural oils and enhance their flavor. Now that we have everything, let's make the dough. With all our ingredients ready, we're set to create a delicious homemade pizza. The process of making pizza dough from scratch is not only rewarding, but also allows you to appreciate the art of pizza making. So, roll up your sleeves and let's get started on this culinary adventure. Here's the fun part, making the dough. This is where the magic begins, transforming simple ingredients into something truly special. In a big bowl, mix the flour, salt, sugar, and yeast. These dry ingredients are the foundation of our dough. Flour provides the structure, salt enhances the flavor, sugar feeds the yeast, and yeast is the key to making our dough rise. Make a hole in the middle and pour in the warm water and olive oil. The warm water activates the yeast, while the olive oil adds richness and helps keep the dough moist. Use a spoon or your hands to mix until it forms a dough. Mixing is crucial as it ensures all the ingredients are well combined, creating a uniform dough. Put the dough on a floured surface and knead for about 10 minutes. Kneading develops the gluten, which gives the dough its elasticity and strength. Kneading is like giving the dough a massage, making it smooth and stretchy. This process is essential for creating a dough that can rise well and hold its shape. You'll know it's ready when it bounces back when you poke it. This means the gluten has developed enough to give the dough its structure. Put the dough in an oiled bowl. Cover it with a towel and let it rise in a warm spot for about an hour, or until it's twice as big. The warmth helps the yeast to ferment, causing the dough to expand. This lets the yeast do its thing, making air bubbles for a light and airy crust. The yeast consumes the sugars in the dough and produces carbon dioxide, which creates those lovely air pockets. Patience is key here. Allowing the dough to rise slowly ensures a better texture and flavor. The longer fermentation time allows the yeast to develop more complex flavors. After about an hour, check on your dough. It should have doubled in size and feel light and airy to the touch. This is a sign that the yeast has done its job well. Now gently punch down the dough to release the excess air. This step is important to redistribute the yeast and sugars, ensuring an even rise during baking. Shape the dough into a bowl or your desired shape. This is your chance to get creative with your bread or pizza base. Place the shaped dough on a baking tray and cover it with a towel again. Let it rest for another 30 minutes to an hour. This final rise or proofing allows the dough to relax and expand one last time before baking. While the dough is resting, preheat your oven to the required temperature. A hot oven is crucial for a good rise and a crispy crust. Once the dough has finished its final rise, it's ready to bake. This is the moment we've been waiting for, the transformation from dough to delicious bread or pizza. Carefully place the dough in the oven and close the door. The heat will cause the dough to rise even more, creating a light and fluffy interior with a golden crispy crust. Watch as the dough bakes and transforms. The smell of freshly baked bread or pizza will fill your kitchen, making the wait worthwhile. Once baked, let it cool slightly before slicing. Enjoy the fruits of your labor, a perfect homemade creation. While the dough is rising, let's make our easy tomato sauce. In a pan, heat a little olive oil. Add the garlic and cook for a minute until it smells good. Add the crushed tomatoes, oregano, salt and pepper. Cook the sauce on low heat for about 15 to 20 minutes, stirring sometimes. Once it's a little thicker, take it off the heat and let it cool. Our sauce is ready. Now that our dough is bigger, let's shape our pizzas. This is where the magic begins. The dough is the foundation of any great pizza, and getting it just right is crucial. Imagine the aroma of freshly baked bread filling your kitchen as you work with the dough. It's a sensory experience that sets the stage for the deliciousness to come. Gently push down the dough. Feel the texture under your fingers, soft yet resilient. This step is all about creating an even surface, ensuring that your pizza cooks uniformly. Take your time and enjoy the process. It's almost therapeutic, isn't it? Divide it into 2 pieces. This way, you can make 2 pizzas, perfect for sharing or saving one for later. Each piece will be a blank canvas for your culinary creativity. Think about the different toppings you might want to try on each one. On a floured surface, roll each piece into a thin circle about 12 inches across. The flour helps prevent sticking and makes the dough easier to handle. Rolling it out evenly is key to achieving that perfect crust. Aim for a consistent thickness to ensure even baking. You can make a round pizza or try a square or rectangle. Each shape has its own charm and can affect how the toppings are distributed. Experiment with different shapes to see which one you prefer. It's all part of the fun. Put the dough on a baking sheet with some cornmeal. The cornmeal acts like tiny ball bearings, making it easier to slide the pizza off the sheet and onto a hot stone or directly into the oven. Plus, it adds a delightful crunch to the crust. This stops it from sticking and makes the crust crunchy. A good crust is the hallmark of a great pizza, and this little trick can make all the difference. You'll love the added texture and flavor that the cornmeal provides. Now, spread the tomato sauce on the dough, leaving a little edge for the crust. The sauce is the heart of the pizza, providing moisture and flavor. Be generous, but not too heavy-handed. You want a nice, even layer that complements the dough without overwhelming it. Tear the mozzarella and put it on the sauce. Fresh mozzarella is best for that authentic Italian taste. Tearing it by hand gives you irregular pieces that melt beautifully, creating pockets of gooey, cheesy goodness. Remember, not too many toppings for real Italian pizza. Less is more. The focus should be on the quality of each ingredient, allowing the flavors to shine through. A few well-chosen toppings can create a symphony of taste that is both simple and sublime. Heat your oven as hot as it goes, about 500 to 550 degrees Fahrenheit. A hot oven makes a crispy crust. Carefully put the pizza in the oven. Bake for 10 to 15 minutes, watching it closely. It's ready when the crust is golden brown and the cheese is bubbly. While it bakes, wash and dry the basil leaves. When your pizza comes out of the oven, all golden and yummy, take it out and put it on a cutting board. Let it cool for a few minutes before slicing. This stops the crust from getting soggy. Cut the pizza into slices. Put the basil leaves on top, and there you go. Your very own Italian pizza made with love and fresh ingredients is ready to eat. Look at your amazing pizza. The smell of fresh bread, melted cheese, and tomato sauce makes everyone want a slice. Share it with your family and friends. Making pizza is a great way to bring people together. It's fun to connect, talk, and make memories. So get your friends and family, put on your aprons, and make some pizza. Now that you can make a classic margherita pizza, try new things. There are so many toppings to try. Add pepperoni for some spice, or try different cheeses. Mushrooms, artichokes, and roasted peppers are all yummy. For a veggie pizza, try zucchini, eggplant, or spinach. The most important thing is to have fun making your own pizzas. Enjoy!